Well, hello there, everyone. How are y'all doing? This is Mazske Finance coming to you from South Florida. Hopefully, doing outstanding. I've had a great day so far. Had a great meeting with a neighbor of mine. He's actually a wholesaler. So, anyway, remember, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not a CPA, not an attorney. And I want to talk a little bit to you guys about how investing can give you so many options. And I'll give you myself as an example, like I always do. I share stories, things that have happened to me, things that I'm going through, things I'm thinking about doing, etc., etc., etc. Everything's based on my knowledge, my experience, etc., etc., etc. I'm not an expert in anything. So anyway, investing can give you options. Why? I'll explain why. Use myself as an example. I retired from being a police officer. My pension, to the penny, here, because I don't pay Virginia state tax because I'm no longer a resident of Virginia. Living here, my pension is $2,832 a month currently, after 4.5 years being retired. Because we do get cost of living raises, so it was less than that when I retired. That's it with federal tax taken out. Okay, if that's all I had, if that was my retirement, that's all I had, $2,832. I wouldn't have too many options. I'd still be living in Virginia. I'd probably still be working somewhere. The spouse would probably still be working somewhere, because it wouldn't give us many options. Especially my last July 1st cost of living raise was something like 1.7%. Wasn't inflation running at like close to 10% then? 1.7. That means I'll be losing money as time goes on with my pension. So if that's all I had, I might live to be 90, and by the time I'm 90, my pension is not worth what it's worth right now. It's even less, which is crazy. So if all you're depending on is a pension, all you're depending on is Social Security, all you're depending on is a couple $100,000 in the stock market, don't fool yourself. You don't have any options. You're going to fall on hard times. So what do I mean by options? If you start buying rental property, if you buy just one rental house, one, and you buy it when you're young or buy it when you're older, you get positive cash flow. You run your numbers, so you get positive cash flow. And I've talked a lot about running numbers. I'm not going to rehash it in this video, but you can scroll through my videos. I talk more about running the numbers, okay? So as long as you have positive cash flow, it's money in your pocket. Say you get positive cash flow of $250. That's today. Maybe in a year or two from now, now you're cash flowing $300 because rents go up, right? So it's money in your pocket. There's nothing wrong with a little extra money in your pocket, right? Half of society wants a handout from the government. Let's do a little work and produce our own income. We can't depend on the government, because guess what? I'm going to let you in on a little secret. The government may go bankrupt. We're in debt, trillions of dollars. What are you going to do if you're depending on Social Security and your pension, and the state you're in, the pension fund goes bust because state pension funds are struggling? What are you going to do if Social Security goes bust because it is struggling? You better have a third leg of your three-legged stool to stand on. You better have some investment income. All right, I'm hoping I'm scaring you, because if you don't, I feel for you, because you are digging yourself a hole, and there's not a lot of options besides trying to get out of that hole. So create some options for yourself. Daggone it, that's the point of this channel, right? Get yourself that first rental property, all right? Just do it. I've gone step by step how to do it. You got to get your credit score good. You got to get your finances right. You got to save up the down payment. Stop buying all the toys. Stop eating out in restaurants. Stop drinking in the bars. Stop buying stuff. Save up your down payment. Get that down payment. Get a good credit score. Talk to some lenders. Run the numbers. And buy your first rental property in your chosen market. And positive cash flow. And once you get one, if you so desire, you get a second. You get a third. You get a fourth. Michael Zuber is famous for saying to get four. If you get four, say you're 30 years old, you have a normal working career, you, over 30 years, your tenants pay you rent and you pay the mortgages off. So by the time you're 60, let's say you want to retire, you have 4 paid off houses. And now you're positive cash flowing more. $750, $1,000 per house. Times 4. That's more. So even if you have Social Security, say it survives, or even if you have a pension, wouldn't it be nice to have $4,000 more each month? I dare say it would. And if you do this and you get to 4, why not keep going? My oldest son is 29 years old. He just closed on his 7th house. Just closed on it like last week. If he can do it at 29 years old, why can't you? Why can't you? He learned from me. He's under age 30, closed on his 7th. Helicopter pilot Caleb is 27. He has 20. He learned from me. So I'm not talking to you one-on-one, but yet I am. I'm talking to you on this camera. Okay? Learn from me. Pick this brain up here. I'm going to do another live stream sometime here because I now have internet back. And when I do, if you have any questions, how to do this, ask. I'll share stories and experiences and thoughts. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you what to do. All right? But once you get to 10, you get more options. Once you get to 20, you get more options. Once you become accredited, you get more options. If you get out and see the world a bit, you can create options for yourself. It's a big world out there. If you're young, think about going into the military. If you don't want to fight in a war, maybe go Navy. I was Navy. Maybe go Coast Guard. My boy's a Coast Guard. Okay, you're going to travel. You're going to see the world. It's a big world out there. The United States is not the only place in the world to live. Give yourself some options. Learn about the world. All right? The United States is struggling. I'm not going to get into talk on politics, stuff like that. But we're struggling as a society. The moral fabric is suffering. The economy is suffering. The American dollar is suffering. So I'm not saying you got to leave the country. I'm not saying that at all. But give yourself some options. If you invest, and you invest wisely and intelligently, and you invest in real estate, because if you invest in stocks, you're at the whim of the market. You're at the whim of the market. But if you invest in real estate, people always need a place to live, and try to diversify your investments. Try to have different kinds of tenants. Don't just have all Section 8 or all government workers. Try to get a mixture. So you always have, if one industry falls on hard times, you still got rent coming in, okay? Perhaps think about investing in different areas too. Spread it around as you grow. Don't do it initially. Don't buy one here, one there, one there, one there. Focus on your market. Learn your market. Grow your portfolio. Then think about the possibility of expanding if you so desire. I currently own real estate in 4 different states. I have oil drilling and mineral rights investments in 5 different states where I don't have rentals. That's 9 different states I invest in. I am thinking about moving to another country. Maybe not permanently, but thinking about it. So, United States, another country, options. All right? Investing will give you options. That's all I'm saying. All right? You might be sitting there, you just found my channel, and thank you for finding it. Thank you for subscribing, because hopefully you subscribe and like, thumbs up, click that thumbs up, and comment. Comment, please. You might be thinking, Maskey, it's easy for you to say this. It's 2022. I can't do it like you did it. You've been doing it a long time. No, I haven't. I bought my first rental house in January of 2017. I bought my second rental house in December of 2017. By December of 2021, 4 years later, I had 25 rental units. I learned how to do it. I used a HELOC. I used a 401k loan. I used cashback refinances. I used selling one house to buy more. And I did more stuff. I found turnkey operators in a different state. I found property managers. I found a lender up in New York. He's on my playlist, Interview with Others. Jerry Padilla. He can give mortgages in almost all 50 states. I found an attorney out of Texas, a team of attorneys. But I got an interview with Megan on my channel. She's an attorney. She lives in Alabama, but the office is in Texas. My CPA is in Texas. My oil investing guys are in Texas. Okay? So start investing. Start investing. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. Y'all have a great day. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. My voice is rough. I've talked for 3 hours this morning. And I've been on the phone with my lender too, talking about some stuff. So y'all take care. Stay safe. Maskies signing out.